Some people actually allow the I should know this mentality to shrink themselves. And that's a really bad step. We lawyers are sadly guilty of having this notion, this complex that says, I must know that. And the reason for that is you can go to a wedding, you can go to a party, you can go to an event, and as soon as you say, I'm a lawyer, someone's gonna ask you a question. You know, my cousin just got fired from a job. What should she do? As though you've got this sort of ChatGPT processor going on in your brain, and you've got this answer like points 1, 2, and 3. No. We lawyers are a very wide group of people with different experiences and different practice groups. And even within any one practice group, I'm going to have family lawyers who are going to know way more about one area of family law than I will ever know about that. And so I, in my later years, now feel comfortable saying to people, I don't know the answer to that, but if you would like, I could research it, which, by the way, happens to be a very good way of selling legal services. Because if you give somebody the answer that you're not positive about, you're not sure about, you're actually doing a disservice to both you and them, because you're providing an answer that may not necessarily be a reliable answer. That's number one. Number two is you're letting the buyer think that you've got all the answers in your head, which therefore means that when you try to bill the client in the future for maybe reading 3 or 4 hours of case law, they're going to be like, why are you charging me for that? I thought you knew that. You went to law school, didn't you? So you actually need to recognize what you don't know and confidently say, I don't know that. Now, that's for legal services. But what about I don't know how to set up a newsletter on MailChimp? Or I don't know how to shoot a video about foreign divorces in Ontario for YouTube. Okay, fair enough. Not all of us know that. In fact, very few do. But guess what? You go onto the internet, you go onto ChatGPT, you go onto YouTube, and you ask, give me a video on how to create a newsletter for a law firm. Or you go onto YouTube and you go, show me how to load a video that I just shot on my computer on YouTube, or how to create a YouTube channel. I'm just using those as small examples. If the question is, how do I do this non-billable business development, marketing, or clerical job, then research it. And then guess what? If you graduated high school, graduated undergrad, graduated law school, got called to the bar, there's a very high probability that if you want to learn how to set up a MailChimp newsletter, you're going to figure it out pretty fast. So therefore, this notion of I should know, I don't know, and now I'm throwing in the towel, that's just a mistake, because it's in you. And if you work with a coach, someone like Paulette, you're going to have that person bring out the capacity that's inside of you. And you're going to achieve the very thing that maybe right now you think I can't do it.